Hi there, it's Polly here, just doing anecdotes on the move, because I can. Yay! So, I have a friend over in Melbourne who has been a surfer. Hi Ian! And he introduced me to the wild and wacky world of, the surfer community, who are great people and will ruthlessly take the piss out of you in all kinds of interesting ways. Love them. So, they would just cook up with things like, whenever you get a report that someone's been attacked by a shark, it's bitten them on the legs. So, yep, or down low on the side or something. That's because sharks are very shy and they don't like to be watched. So these guys decide we'll paint eyes on the bottom of our surfboards, so they'll look down so sharks will be too shy to attack us. Therefore we'll always be, this is their theory, we'll always be free from sharks. So, it was this kind of cool and groovy humour. But I was invited in onto a film project a couple of years ago. It was going to be a music written by Marilyn Manson, of all people, and it was going to be based on the artwork of a surfer artist from Southern California. Very Daddy Roth kind of art style. But there's all these producers in their suits and everything talking to me. I said, we really need to get these agreements done and we need to get this guy to do the artwork, but we just don't understand what he says, and we go to talk to him and he sort of gives us strange answers to things. We don't understand a word he's saying. Your problem is that you're angry old 65-year-old white guys in suits and you turn up in your Mercedes convertibles and you're hanging out with some traditional hanging out by the brakes surfer guys who basically want nothing more in the world than to mess with you. So, do you want me to talk to them? Thank you, please. So you go and talk to these guys. Its producer drives me down to this area. And we just don't understand. We came down here to talk to them earlier. They're not hanging out at a house. They've just got this kind of weird old kind of converted shack down by the beach. Board shack. Yeah. I think they're stealing electricity. I sincerely hope they are. What have they got? They've just run a bunch of old extension cords off to, some sort of public facility. Yeah, there's a rail line nearby and there's an old station hut there, and they seem to just be running this from the station hut. They're poaching electricity. Says, I hope so. And ideally they've got that linked up to a whole bunch of Christmas lights. Oh my God, you do know these people. Yeah, I really do. And we turn up and there's a pile of sand on the shore and there's a broken board with the pieces kind of stuck in this pile of sand. And there's a ring around it where people have stuck old Barbie dolls around it and other lines of Barbie dolls facing the surf, and they've kind of got these saucers where they're burning incense, and they've left out some sandwiches and some fruits sort of on little plates, and the surfers are hanging out there. So we came down to talk to them, and they're doing this, and they just said they couldn't really talk to us right now and everything. So, well, this is important. So what do you mean? It's a broken surfboard. What? The surf gods are angry and must be placated, so that's what they're doing. They've set up a shrine. Seriously? Kind of. They're totally fucking with you. So let's go down. Let's have a chat with them, and let's appropriate the surf gods as well. We got some chips, fries for you guys. We'll leave some fries here. The seagulls will carry them off to the gods, and they'll be our messages to the other world. And then fine surfing shall result. We finally got to talk to these people by having me translating film producer bullshit into surfer bullshit. But I really loved those guys. But I'll never get this amazing shrine they set up with all these Barbie dolls staring off to the surf with these platters of crap. Oh God. So yes, film fun. I was just talking to someone, and that same trip actually. So I have a friend Bob who at that stage was an animator at Warner's, and he actually did the designs for Lola Bunny from Space Jam and so on. So interesting guy. But he asked me if I wanted to have a bit of a tour through Warner's and everything, so I said yes. Now, I have another friend who is a sculptor, and a damn fine one. And this guy, he basically found out I was going, and he said, oh look, I want to, do you know those round film canisters? You know, the tin ones? Yeah. They go through a lot of those at those big studios, and they just throw them in skip bins. If you see any, could you get one for me? Because I want to basically make a mould of it and use it as a base for some sculptures I'm doing of famous film characters. It's like, oh, okay, great. Why not? Sure, I'll do that. So, I'm a writer, so I've just, you know, I've got a bag with a folio of some of my stuff in it, because I've been also, you know, I've been taking notes on this other film. And I do find one of these skip bins, so I pull out a canister and I've just got that tucked into my arm. Bob meets me and he's showing me around the studio, and there are a couple of other science fiction fans attached themselves to the group as long as we're going through Warner's. Hey, they want to have a look. So Bob's showing me through the lots, and you know, we're looking at things left, right and centre. And there's like a cafe street in there, big long strip. And walking along, there's some people just sitting there talking to each other, and I'm having a look, and it's like, holy crap, that's James Caan, just sitting there quietly having a chat with someone. And okay, you know, there's a few faces I recognise like that, and I'm Australian, we don't bother people, so it's just like nod to them and just keep walking. And Bob starts laughing. It's, what's up? Says, give it a moment, wait till we're around the corner. So we went round a corner. He said, just wait. Okay, look now. Right, so I peered round the corner. All the people in the cafes, they've kind of stood up and they're craning after us, and they're kind of talking kind of excitedly to each other, and you know, back and forth. What's going on? They're trying to figure out who you are. What? Well, you're walking along, you're obviously a raconteur, so you're just telling us your funny stories. But you've got a film canister under one arm, what looks like a folio of projects in a bag. You're being led around by someone in a studio uniform, you know. You've got a little trail of entourage behind you. They're trying to figure out who you are, and if so, do they need to be seen with you? You know, is this going to be career useful to them? And, Bob, you know, don't tell me stuff like that once we've gone through the area. I'm a writer. Tell me that before we go in so we can scam these people for a free lunch. You've got to think like a writer. Think poverty. Oh, all right. Yeah, it won't work if we go through again today. Yeah, we'll give it a try another time. Yeah, so I got to do that. Same, I probably told this one before, but two animator friends that I knew. One of them's Disney and one of them's Warner's. The Disney guy's a brilliant costume maker. Actually did a lot of the theme park costumes for Disney back in those early days. His friend at Warner's has a birthday coming up. So, the Disney guy made a Pepe Le Pew outfit. Fantastic, screen accurate Pepe Le Pew. And he figures, well, they won't let me into the studio because, you know, it is a secure facility, etc. But he has a birthday cake, and as Pepe Le Pew, he walks up to the front gate and just sort of hands a note to the guard just saying, you know, is this guy there? The gate guard just opens the gate and lets him through. Oh, okay. So Pepe Le Pew then goes on a magical journey. He said, I wandered through there. I wandered through the middle of closed sets into secure areas. Everyone just waved me through because Pepe Le Pew would never hurt you. And no one would be dressed up as Pepe Le Pew unless you had a reason to be so. And finally he found his friend in the middle of the film shoot and like handed this birthday cake over, and they're just, how the hell did you get here? There's a million security guards in this area. So any spy film that you've ever seen where, okay, to get the secret plans we're going to have to lower you on a thin line down through the ceiling at a set rate because the motion sensor cameras might go off, and then we'll have to mask you from the thermal sensors, etc. It says, no, total rubbish. Pepe Le Pew costume. What? Pepe Le Pew, no one would be in an area dressed as Pepe Le Pew unless they had the best of all possible reasons to do so. Security guards, closed gates, the world's your oyster. So next time you run a role-playing game, have a think about that. So yes, security breaches and evil cults. Ooh, and stink bugs. Hello. So anyway, those are my thoughts while walking down the street. Cheers.